Hey, DISHIN Days fans, it's Sunday, which means it's time to give you a full recap of this week's episodes of Days of Our Lives. And look who's joining us, GloZell, tuning in now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Why, hello, all of you AfterBuzz TV DISHIN Days fans. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days, where we give you a full recap of this week's episodes of NBC's #1 hit soap opera, Days of Our Lives. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by a gaggle of gals. First off, instead of starting to our far, far left, we're going to start right here next to me. We have the YouTube sensation, the glamour, the beauty, the hilarious GloZell.
Hello, this is GloZell. Is you okay? Is you good? Because I want to know. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to get into this. Ooh, this show is juicy.
It is. It's real juicy.
Hi, Bill Hayes.
And now to my far left, we have
It's me, Michael Mattis. The Michael Mattis.
the Michael
Michael
Mattis. And of course we have.
Hi everyone, Tami Goveia.
Did you forget your name for a second?
Are you sure?
She's like, wait,
It's his
what's my
multiple
name?
personality story.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh.
Sure.
So you didn't
I
know
wasn't
who was
sure.
gonna come out.
Yeah,
She
I
was
wasn't sure.
Tamigail.
Tammy with an I or a Y?
With an MMI or an MMY?
Or it could be MMIE.
MMIE?
Or it could be Tamara.
Oh.
Thank you. That's the wig name.
That's a good, okay, hair flip. And if you're tuning in live, thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure you like us and follow us on social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we are DISHIN Days. And on Twitter, we are _DISHIN Days. The @ is implied. And don't forget, after our show, make sure you watch the rest of the soap block. We have the GH Report and Restless Wrap Up. So if you're a fan of soaps, make sure you tune into them as well. Before we get into all of this, what did you guys think of this week of days?
It's good. It was very compelling. Very compelling.
So good. Bill Hayes was not on that.
It was like a good mixture. It
So-
was a
He was
great.
the spirit.
So I was like,
I felt him at Doug's.
She wishes she felt him at Doug's. Anyway. No, I felt it was a good week. Like there was some humor, there was some drama, there was some suspense. It was all
There was
perfect
Some
combo.
Surprise
Perfect.
visitors
Yes.
popping up.
I was just going to say
Good
those
returns.
gasp moments. Like,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Mine,
Did not
my
see
ga-
that.
my gasp moment, my first one was when they revealed that Dr. Laura had duct taped the hell out of that door. I was like, what?
How did she have that
She's
in
like,
her?
I took
know.
care of that. I'm like, wait, did I miss something? And then they showed the door. I was like, that is
That took
like,
a-
when,
a
when
couple
did
of
she have the
days,
time,
yeah.
right?
Like, I'm sorry, if you've ever worked with duct tape, you know you can't just.
No. She
No,
had to have help.
that's like.
Yeah, she had a whole team
That takes
of
a while.
crazies to help her with that.
Well, speaking of crazies, let's get all into the craziness that's happened this week. It's now time to start
Dishin
Days.
GloZell, will you do the honors of turning over our hourglass?
First of all, I like to thank God and my mama for this opportunity.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
The first time is always the best.
Yes.
Nasty.
But true.
All right, so let's start with, I think, the best part of the week. I labeled them the bunker ladies.
The
bunker
my
ladies.
goodness.
Vivian and Marlena.
Bunker
Slowly
drama.
getting
Great.
drunk. And
Yeah.
Not slowly.
They were like just chugging.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
First of all, I was happy to see that they each had their own bottle.
Yeah.
So
Well, they had a
God there was
box.
enough.
They
Well-
probably had more. They
well,
like, yeah.
maybe that's what it was, because I think Vivian had like smashed into it and then found it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, what kind of party is Gabrielle, Dr. Laura, and all the people having down here in the tunnels?
yeah. And I love that they're like, oh, we're going to get some air. And they go through all this, and then it's just a brick
Bricks.
wall.
The
Like,
brick wall.
You didn't see that all that time. And then
Yeah,
all
no.
of a sudden, like,
But I love the cattiness where
meow.
they all brought up all of their situations.
And I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting them to go down. I mean, memory lane maybe, but
Yeah.
not the way they did. Like with literally the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Which was great. They've
Yes.
been together, working
It
together
was embarrassing
forever.
because I was at work watching the episode in a corner in the lobby laughing out loud.
Me too.
Like on your phone, like in the corner, just like.
Exactly.
My favorite was when Vivian was like, "It's not like I can say the devil made me do it, right, Marlena?" I
Yes.
died. I was like, "Aha!" and I rewinded it like 3 times.
And then Kate's like, we never do hear that
You never
story.
do.
You never
Right.
do talk about it.
All the time.
And then she talked about it too long, so now we know Marlena is that drunk.
Yeah.
Where she just talks and talks and talks and
Vivian was
talks.
like, I didn't want a dissertation.
Right. And it was so funny because as she kept talking, you kept seeing like Vivian like slumped over. Kate was laying in bed with her feet like going like this. And then it would cut to again and she's progressively drunk and they're all just sitting there and she's like, okay, girl, like, we didn't want to know the whole thing.
No.
They really do need a spinoff.
They did.
Oh.
They need a spinoff.
Extra days.
Yeah.
Extra days.
Yeah.
Extra days of our
Yeah.
lives.
And it's and what they do is they always put people in the bunker and just talk.
And it was
So it's,
good.
it's different people every.
Like like different characters
Get stuff
interacting
going.
Oh, that'd be good.
down in the bunk.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Oh,
it's
that's
same-
the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the show.
Okay.
Extra days.
Extra
and then
days
you
in the
go
bunker.
down there in the bunker and you
Okay.
just talk.
You
These
know,
are-
with the flashbacks, I was hoping they show Vivian like actually burying.
Well, yeah, I was
somebody.
hoping they would.
Yes.
Like,
Just,
I
like,
was
a
hoping
little bit
like,
more.
they showed
Yeah.
the possession flashbacks, but I
Yeah.
was hoping they would show more of like Kate and Vivian like
in the
rumbling
day.
like back in the day,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
Oh my
like
God.
yeah, Vivian and
Yeah.
like saying to Carly whatever she would say like when she buried her alive or got.
Ron, we want more.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
want
It was
more.
good.
My favorite part of it was when Marlena was actually trying to like find common ground between Vivian and Kate.
And she gives
Yeah.
up.
She
gave
like,
up.
and she gave up. And she was like,
gives up.
whatever, because
Yeah.
they both kept talking over
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
Well, she gave up because I think for the first time we realized they're both similar people.
They are, yeah.
And like they kept saying the same things at the same time. Marlena was like, huh, you guys are doing it. You're
Right.
talking at the same
Exactly
time, saying
right.
the same thing. And like I was like, they're just alike. That's why they bump heads.
That's true.
Because they're just alike.
My other favorite part of the bunker was when Hope was giving Vivian mouth to mouth.
Ah!
I went, okay, no, and
Yes.
when they came back and Vivian woke up and was like, don't even think about it. I don't know if you guys saw it. Christian Alfonso like faced the wall and did like the signs of
Yes,
the cross.
yes, I saw that.
But no,
Hope was- but she did it like several times.
She did
Yeah.
it like
Hope
with
was
2
like-
hands. Yeah.
she was like, I need double the
Yes,
blessings
she
on
kept
this.
going. I'm like, what church is this?
But even not the church that Bill Hayes goes to.
no, he goes to my church. I spoke to him today. Love you, Bill.
But what I love was Hope's face when they suggested mouth to mouth.
Yes.
So Kate got to work.
Yeah.
Paul got working on Kate.
Well,
John got to
Jones
working on
and
Marlena,
Marlena.
and Hope was like,
Oh, she
Why
could
me?
just die.
She was said, why me?
Yeah.
But I think the other two purposely ran
Yes.
Yes.
to Marlena and
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
avoid Vivian.
But I think it also
Hope.
made sense that John would run to Marlena,
Of
Paul
course.
would run to
Yes.
Kate, and then poor Hope was just like,
Why me?
why me?
Yeah.
Who left me with this battle axe?
And then they're all fine, and
Vivian.
Marlena goes to work the next day.
Right?
I know they were all
That's a
fine. Like,
They were
Superwoman.
like dying.
5 minutes after they drank some water and they were like, good.
Yeah.
No hangover.
No,
I'm sorry.
I know. Oh, I
I've had
miss those
champagne
days.
hangovers before. They're awful. Like
was
I
good
can't go to work
champagne.
the next
It was
day.
probably good champagne.
I know it must have been really good.
Well, listen, when
It
you
was Demerara champagne.
when
Yes.
you've been
Demerara
through
champagne.
what they've been through, I mean, sometimes you just need a good night's rest and you can pop right back into life. You know what I mean? It's not
They
dramatic.
I used to in my
party.
20s, but not now. So
Wow.
I can't relate to
Well,
that.
they're not
but
in their 20s either.
No.
Well, this is true. Well, listen, I mean, I'm at an age I still put myself in a food coma.
Oh, you eat too much and then you get the itis. Okay.
And it is horrible. Let me tell you, I had one last night. I was like, whew, California Pizza Kitchen knocked me out.
You getting
I
too
was
old
done.
for California. Keep pizza.
I know.
Get
I
too
was-
old for pizza.
And it was something so simple. It was the pesto penne that they have.
Oh, well,
and I
it's
was,
pasta.
That's heavy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but and all the bread. And so like by the end of it, I was like, ooh,
Good night.
yes, that was good. But then I leaned over to the left and I was just like,
Drooling time.
and
So
this
we
was
know.
like at 10 o'clock.
So we know how to knock you out. We just put
Just
some
yeah.
pasta in your drink.
Yep.
There you go.
And done. But I did also like that they all discussed what was happening with Abigail, and they also found out Stefan didn't have anything to do with it. Vivian dropped the bomb that Andre had undercut Kate. So there
Yes.
was a lot of like tea being spilt in this
Yeah.
bunker. Yeah. So I mean, kudos to the bunker because that
was all
was
really
The truth
well
bunker.
laid.
Yeah, we had to get it all out.
Yeah,
and
that-
it was all good.
that was amazing. Who's next? Who's gonna go in the bunker next? Just
Bill.
put him in.
I can put that in.
Bill and
Bill and
GloZell.
GloZell.
Bill and GloZell.
You gonna pop out of that little hole that they
Yeah.
try to be. Is you all right? Is you okay? I need to know.
A little axe pick. There you go. Yes, with his Emmy. Here you go.
Oh well,
That
speaking.
bunker will never be the same.
It will never be the
Never
same. Well, speaking of captured people, we now have Chloe
Oh,
in Mexico City, along with
Weird.
Teresa.
It's a little odd.
that was strange.
Yeah.
Miguel has to, because we've never seen him, right?
Until
I
he,
don't-
Not Miguel. Or
Mateo.
Mateo. We've
No,
never seen Mateo.
we have never seen Mateo.
Right, so we need
No.
to. And what's the storyline with Mateo and Teresa?
Teresa. Okay, so little recap.
please, because is a voice that amazing?
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. It's
Who,
opera.
Chloe?
To that
Chloe's?
Chloe, you
Yeah.
drag her to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay. all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It's kinda-
Mateo's a little.
Yeah, he's obviously
Obsessive
very
compulsive.
possessive. But so what had happened was apparently Teresa and Mateo had dated for some time.
Have we seen this?
No, we didn't
No,
see
no,
it.
no.
This was
Okay.
before. This,
Okay.
I
No.
think.
That was
This
my
was
question.
when this
She
was
was
when this was when all of a sudden Teresa was exiting the show, and so they created this Mexico storyline.
Oh, right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
before that, we never saw her
No,
and
no, no.
Mateo dating.
No, no.
Okay.
This is
All
this
right.
is just all of a sudden boom backstory,
Backstory.
right?
Got it.
So Mateo became fixated with Teresa, wanted her back, basically drug her back to not like actually drug like drug, but like drugged her back to Mexico, taking her away from Brady and from Tate,
Right.
and that was how Teresa left.
Yes.
Right.
Cut to Chloe now getting this wonderful opportunity.
Can I
that she
interject?
turned down.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Mateo and Teresa had scenes before she left. I don't remember them.
Mateo.
Does any of you do any?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know the actor who. I now remember. It was like in Horton Square or something like that. Yeah. So we did see Mateo because he was like lurking around.
Okay.
But then we didn't see Mateo anymore. You know how days do. Like somebody's lurking in the bushes.
Yeah,
Right.
I love
And then
this.
we,
We just see a hand.
Yeah. That's right. We did see Mateo before that. So thank you, fan.
Thank you, fan.
Fans, there were several that were.
they
yeah.
own it. They
Yeah.
own
They
it.
own it. Because listen.
Goodness.
Because
Let me-
we're a hot mess.
We did see Mateo.
Right. You know me. CPK
Like
knocked me
Vivian
out,
was
so
angry,
I can't remember.
Like Vivian was angry texting Leo. Like I was like,
Yeah,
that
so
says
quick.
that, like there's no way that was a coherent sentence. She just
No.
typed.
She was like, it was a whole sentence.
I would have done the speak message instead of
yeah.
this thing.
Yeah.
It was
But
more
that's-
dramatic.
This
for
was
her,
more
though.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, go ahead with the
I'm
plan.
like, my mom can't text. This chick was texting so quick. I'm like,
Anyway, sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
We just got to
Go
get
ahead.
the gist. So what was it? Okay, yeah. And so then apparently he saw Chloe somewhere. I want to say
Mateo.
Vienna. Yes, Mateo. Became fixated with her and like was listening to her music consistently and everything like that. And then that's when he had set the plan to like bring her to Mexico City. But I'm thinking there's something else
There's gotta be
happening
something else.
in
It's
that
gotta
little
be.
compound.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what.
maybe she
I
had a
can't-
kid while she was gone.
Oh, not another one.
I don't think she was gone long enough.
Who?
Oh, okay.
Teresa?
Chloe.
Chloe?
Teresa or Chloe?
Teresa had the baby. Who are you talking
I
about?
was talking about Chloe, but maybe Teresa did.
Oh, I mean, it's possible.
Speculations.
Speculations. Dun dun dun.
So
Maybe.
there-
She's been gone a while, so
Something.
I think we're gonna catch up on like what she's been doing in Mexico City.
Well, we know
We'll
that
see.
what's his name's coming back. We don't know when though, or what he has to do with it.
Who?
Paul? No, not Paul. Xander. We know that he's coming back.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. We talked about it.
Who?
Like a couple shows. Paul. We talked about it on the show a
You
couple
two
weeks
talked
ago.
about it a couple of weeks ago.
Anyway,
So you
Okay.
think there's more to Chloe being the new obsession for Mateo? You think there's more?
it's gotta
Yeah,
be.
there's
Behind
because
She's
first
not going to disappear like Teresa did for months on end.
no,
She's
well
back.
no,
Nadia's not going to disappear.
well I mean obviously not because they
I
moved the
hope
storyline
not.
to Mexico.
I hope
So
not.
I think we're going to like see
What's happening?
what's been happening with Teresa
Right.
and Chloe's now a part of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was just week 1, episode 1. They got caught up. Oh. when Chloe is the tea spiller of Salem. I told y'all this a long time. I remember saying that. I told y'all a long time ago, Chloe is that girlfriend that goes around going, "Oh, you didn't know that?" Right. Very that. And so while she's at Mexico City, she's catching Teresa up on what's happening. Oh, Tate is doing lovely.
Really?
Oh,
Why
that.
did she have to go?
Oh well, no.
there?
She
I
tries
was
to
just
she
like-
goes so far and then she tries to backtrack, and then she's
I
like,
know.
"I shouldn't say anything." It's like you already said everything
So
but the
sorry.
name,
Well,
so you're gonna have
it's
to spill the rest.
because look, oh, poor Teresa. She's still thinking like, oh my gosh, Brady fell off the wagon because of me. And
Yes.
Chloe's
Right.
like, well,
No.
no, girl,
It
it
wasn't
wasn't
you.
because of you. He's kind of, and then I think it clicks like, you know, maybe I shouldn't spill this tea to you. And then of course, in true like daytime fashion, no, tell me what. And then Chloe's like, okay, it's your sister, girl.
Dun-dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then you look back at her like you wanted to know,
You watch?
so you can't be mad.
There you go.
I'm glad they got that out of the way, though.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad Teresa knows, and now
Yes.
she can
Yeah.
return to Salem and just
Handle
blow it
business.
apart.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is another interesting twist that has happened with like bringing Teresa back and now
Okay.
Chloe and all this kind of stuff. But once again, shout out to the guy who plays Miguel.
Oh.
Well, it only took you 3 or 4 weeks to even notice him on the landscape, which I
True.
thought was odd.
Because I'm sitting there trying to figure out what's going on. And then there's that moment of like,
Oh, there's
who are you?
Wow.
Who are you? What you doing? Okay. I would have went to Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I would have asked questions first. I'd be like, okay. You know what I mean? But then you think like, okay, so Chloe got there. She got knocked out on
The plane.
on the plane.
Right.
I would have sat on that plane and been like, I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. I'm not nothing. Not falling asleep. Not just the whole time.
And they would have slipped you some pasta.
Right,
And you
and
would
you
have been
would've gone
out
to
like a
sleep.
You'd be like, "How about
so-
some pasta?" You would be
Yes.
like, "Okay."
I would have said,
There you go.
nope. Nope. Not until I see my destination.
I've seen you hungry. You would not have been able to
Yes.
hold
Chloe
up.
was hungry. So
Well, listen,
hungry.
if you see me hungry, Miguel would have got knocked out. Just saying.
Wow.
So it's gonna be interesting to see
How this play out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting storyline.
Fun.
Speaking of interesting storylines, we are moving right along here. I saved the best for last.
But I do want to say I'm
Yes.
super psyched that Lucas is not letting this go.
Right.
Right.
Because it's a common thread. He is going after his woman.
That's
Yes.
right.
You know, John going after his woman.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I love that.
Well,
I love that.
even Chloe was like, she had that, I ain't worried, I ain't scared. Lucas is coming for me.
Yes.
And Miguel basically looked at her and said, you want his head on a platter? Because if he gets in the way of my boss, that's how you gonna have him. And then that's when you like, shut up, Chloe, shut up, Chloe, shut up, Chloe, shut up. But he is very determined. He's like, this letter
I
seems
love
strange.
it.
Right.
He's gone to
I
Kate
love
to be
it.
like, Kate, did you have something to do with this? And Kate's like, I didn't, but I told you so. You know.
Yeah.
He's strong.
told you.
It's nice to see Lucas.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
drinking,
Well, it's nice to see him.
strong.
Period. Like
Yes.
it's,
Yeah.
it's good to have him on the
Right.
show again. But
Yes.
yeah, it's good to see him go after his lady.
You
Yes.
think Luke is gonna end up in Mexico?
Luke?
Lucas.
Yes.
He has to.
Yes, he's
Chloe's
gotta go
not
get-
going anywhere.
right.
As long as she's there.
I thought that's where he was
Unless
heading.
Teresa smuggles her out.
True. I thought when he left
And
the
Mateo
hospital,
comes to Salem.
that's where he was heading too.
I thought he was
I
heading
thought
to
he was gonna be on the first thing smoking.
You're right, to New Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
Oh,
Mexico City.
Yeah,
Mexico, like Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mexico.
Old Mexico.
Yeah, like the
Not-
original.
Not the new one.
Not the new one, but the old one.
Right.
Like not New Testament, Old
There
Testament.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
Lucas is
that.
going to be the next episode. You'll see him
Just down there.
not drinking for Cinco de Mayo.
Although he almost had a drink.
He
He
did.
almost.
Maggie,
saved the
Maggie
day.
stopped him.
I
Yes.
love
we-
Maggie. I
What?
love it.
Oh,
What you
that's
think?
not Bill Hayes' wife.
No.
No.
Okay. I was,
No.
okay.
No.
Let's love Maggie. Oh, Maggie. Yeah. Okay.
Maggie.
Yeah.
Maggie.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
can love Maggie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maggie's good. Maggie's good people.
Yes. Good people.
I
Julie's
can't.
away.
I can't wait for Bill Hayes to see this.
I send her to him all the time.
All right, so let's move on to the top
my
storyline.
Oh,
So much.
Lord.
So
Gabby, Dr. Laura,
With a Y.
Gabby with a Y,
BBY.
Abigail.
How?
And you know,
How?
Mark nailed it. He said, "This is why I drink. You know, there were just certain moments on the show where it's like, I can't take this.
Yeah.
Is she only 3 personalities?
Yes.
That's
But
crazy.
what I can I just whenever they do the black and white and she's still in that office trying to figure
Yes!
it out, I'm just like,
That's funny.
there's a part where you just want to root for her and be like, Abigail, girl, be strong, like let's figure this out, let's get out. Like everybody else is making appearances, Gabby out there, Dr. Laura out there, girl, come on, girl, come on.
Take the glasses off.
Do
Take
something.
the glasses, take the wig off.
and be you. But
Yeah.
What she
She
did during
needed
that phone
that
call.
for a half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
She needed Chad.
Dr. Laura was
I
Yeah.
liked seeing how it kind of played out and everybody figuring it out.
like,
and,
oh, she's crazy.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. I
She's
enjoyed the
DID.
week. Everybody figuring it out, and then when she had the phone call with Stefan and Abigail came out and was like, "It's Abigail, you son of a bitch." I was
Yeah.
like, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed
Yeah.
seeing
It was
how it
really
played out
good.
to the very end where she finally came out with
Yeah.
Chad.
I loved the interactions that each personality had with everyone else. Like Gabby, like
Yeah.
With the Y.
with the Y,
Yeah.
she was like having nothing. She was like, I love Stefan, you ain't my mama. And like she was all like
Yeah.
that.
And the Uncle Stevie Wonder.
Uncle Stevie
Dead.
Wonder.
Dead.
Writes this, I love you.
Oh,
Poor Steve just showing up like
Yeah.
with his kid. I'm like,
I
poor
remember-
Stephen Nichols. Like that's what he's been
Just
reduced
say
to.
that.
She was like, we would have been fine if Uncle Stevie Wonder didn't have. And I was like, shut up. Shut up.
That poor guy.
I know.
That
Poor
blind
thing.
the whole
but
forever.
he's still a hero. He's still
Yeah.
kicking
He
butt.
kept
got
her
gray
there.
hair.
He's the one
Yeah.
that kept
I
her
can
there.
smell you.
Yeah.
I know it's you, Abigail. I can smell it. I know it's not a nurse.
And I think the last time we were here and he walked in and was like, Abigail, and we were all thinking like, of course the blind guy
He
is
was
gonna
gonna
go
know.
find Abigail. Lord Jesus, help us all.
Because they all smell the same.
They all smell the
All
same.
three, yes.
All 3 of them smell the same.
Smell the same.
Dr. Laura has a bit of sassiness in her too,
She
because the way
does.
she was with Marlena.
Yes, because she's like, I'm a doctor too, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
You
Yeah.
call yourself a psychiatrist?
Well,
Yeah.
then you should know. You know.
Oh, she was just sassy McSassy.
I love the glasses. Just always.
I know.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she's super smart.
Yeah.
But when John got in her face, Dr. Laura was.
Right.
It shook her up. It shook her up.
A little bit, but I love all those interactions, and
And I liked Mama Bear Jennifer with Stefan.
with Stefan.
I
from
like
Stefan.
Jennifer when Melissa Reeves when she gets the material where she can really be like, really what's the word? Like intense like that. It's just, I think that's her best stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted someone to yell at Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted someone to just, I don't care what condition he's in.
And they kind of had to drag her out.
And I'm so
We're
not
happy
done.
with Jennifer.
But
Yeah.
I still don't know how Chad beat up Stefan. Like, he's so much, he's bigger.
Poor Stefan was
He was just
naked.
in the bed
and
He
then
was
got
vulnerable.
I mean,
He was
like,
in that moment of afterwards where you're kind of like,
and
know?
he got towed up because
But-
I'm like, look, he works out.
if you notice though, sometimes it only takes that one punch.
That one
But-
solid hit.
and then-
yes,
and
that one
Chad
good
did that.
connection.
And
Chad had the
he was
rage,
just like,
yeah. He
bing,
was
bing,
raging,
I'm out,
yeah.
TKO. You know,
Yeah.
just TKO
He
with
messed him up.
just in bed
also
sheets.
like-
Yeah, yeah. And all he can say in the hospital bed is,
I'm
So,
like,
kudos to the makeup people because he
Yes.
looks messy.
yeah,
Yeah.
he looked net,
Toe
yeah.
Swollen, the
All
lips,
sweaty, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was fabulous.
we gonna have to give up a prayer request for him.
I mean, lift him up, y'all.
Take him. Go when you go to church next week.
Well, Bill
For
will
the-
be there.
Tell Bill to pray for Stefan.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
well.
Put it in the prayer request
Yes,
box.
I will. Lift up Stefan, please.
But there's so much happening with this storyline. But everyone thinks that Stefan brainwashed
Right.
Abigail.
But he's in bed with her. Like, he knows that
Yeah.
there's a wig, and like, who does he think he's?
I mean, he still isn't in the right at all. Like he's still
No.
he's still the villain in this situation,
Yes.
but not for the reasons they think.
Right.
And it was tough to see Chad refuse to let that go
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think.
because he was holding on to that this was all Stefan's
But I
fault.
think
Right.
it's because they went with their theory of Stefan brainwashed Abigail.
Yeah, it's not
but
like
it
it
wasn't
hasn't happened.
right. But it
So-
wasn't until Kate and Chad talked, and she was like,
No.
no,
Yeah.
she has multiple
DID.
DID.
like all that.
So he
Yes.
didn't know that. Chad
No.
did not know
No,
that.
He
none
didn't
of
know
it.
that.
She hid that all this time.
Yeah. Well, they was all in the bunker talking about it.
Right.
Now that they out the
'Cause
bunker,
Marlena
now they
knew,
can
yeah.
catch everyone up. Yeah.
Marlena, everyone that found out was thrown in the bunker.
thrown in the bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, including Vivian.
We need a bunker scene.
Yeah.
So everybody find out everything.
And taped up.
Taped
And
up.
taped
All the
up.
exes.
Still
Taped up.
There
Everything.
will not be any air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kish, 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 kish.
Just champagne.
Yeah.
No air but champagne.
Going back to that, where I know I have trouble finding duct tape when I need it. Where did she find it?
She had several roles too because
Because that
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
one
a
role.
lot. No.
that
wasn't
was not
one.
one role.
I'm telling you, she hired a team.
She must
They
have did
must-
something.
something, yeah.
Maybe
Yes.
she went to like the 99-cent store real quick
Well,
and
all
got a
three
couple
of them
roles.
did it at the same time. It was three of them.
There
All three
you go.
personalities.
There you go.
So it's 3 times
She got
as
the
fast.
the
Yes.
strength of 3 people.
There you
I
go.
see where you're going with that. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Oh, we also saw that Ben is still in her head.
Oh,
yes.
I was not expecting that.
wasn't expected. But
Completely freaked out when I saw that. He looks amazing, but
Yeah, he looks a bit like he's the kind of crazy you want to,
right. But
You're like, well,
oh,
he's crazy, but he's
Yeah.
cute. So
yeah,
Crazy ones are sometimes,
are the best
it's worth
ones.
it.
was not
couple
expecting
times. Couple
that.
times.
Oh my
and then,
gosh.
Yeah.
you know.
He's so scary.
But yeah.
He is. But
He
the
plays
scary.
crazy really good.
the
really
fact
well.
that he was like, oh, like I will always be in your head, and I think
Go ahead.
for a moment I started thinking like, is he the one that can help Abigail? And I was like,
Maybe.
no,
I'm
it was
such a
another
sucker.
mind game.
I
It was
was
another
such a
mind
sucker.
game.
Because I
Yeah.
thought, well, maybe he is there to help her. Come
Yeah.
on.
No, it was another
He's there
mind
to
game.
draw her to the dark side.
And it wasn't until Chad started talking to Abigail.
And,
like
like,
Marlene
started,
was
like-
saying, you've got
Yeah.
to speak to her heart.
Because at first, Chad was about to like ruffle up.
Yes, Dr.
Yeah.
Laura.
You cheated on me.
Yeah. He was like, you bring back Abigail, And Dr. Laura was like, making sure her
Marlene's like,
glasses
"Chad,
didn't fall off.
Chad."
Yes. She was like, can I talk to you real quick, please? It's like one of those, can I talk to you in the other room?
Come
Like, psst, come here. Psst,
Get
psst.
you
You
a
gonna mess this
timeout.
all up.
Get you a timeout.
Yeah, and so then he went back in, and then I love the moment when Abigail was about to give in to Ben, and then it was like, boom, and then that door flung
The
open,
lights.
She sauntered
The
out.
lights.
and she sauntered. It reminded me of, you remember the scene in Legally Blonde, right after she won the case? We all sing Legally Blonde,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Work with me here. Work with me.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So she won the case. Warren came back to her and wanted
Oh,
her back,
right.
and she was
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and she was like, no. And when she walked off, the doors opened, and it was nothing but light, and you just saw that silhouette.
Because when a woman finds herself,
Yes,
there's that
yes,
moment.
yes, that reminded me of that moment. Go watch that
Nothing
scene. You'll see
can
what I'm talking
stop.
about. Yeah. And
Go
then, boom, cliffhanger on Friday. Abigail was like, Chad.
And the way she held on to him.
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed him.
Well, she's missing a lot. She's missing time because them heifers keep like
Yeah.
Taking over
her.
But can Chad really go, okay, I'm going to just date the one and not the other two when they surface, and even though the other two sleeping with other people, like,
There's a lot
Dr.
going
Laura
on.
hasn't slept with anybody.
no.
Dr.
has
Laura
not.
has
Dr. Laura's kept her legs crossed.
grass, but the other one,
The other one's kind of a hoe.
Marlena's got to
bit.
just integrate. Is that the word? She's got
Yeah.
to integrate everybody.
Well, it's funny because Dr. Laura keeps saying, she's the gatekeeper, and it's
Right.
like, oh, I'm trying to protect Abigail, and
Right.
she wanted to flee Salem once she gets out of
Yeah.
jail,
You can
and it was
only
like,
hold
I'm
me for
taking
24
Abigail
hours.
somewhere else, and I was like, Dr. Laura, you love Abigail too?
maybe.
Like Dr. Laura taking her job seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
She like, listen, I gotta protect her.
Right. And
So we about to go.
We're going to
They gonna go to Chicago.
town, yeah.
Yeah, they
Do
on the
you
run.
think there will be a scene? Marlena's in the office with Abigail.
Yes, I know
And
where
then
you're
there'll
going.
be Gabigail will be there, Laura will be there, and Abigail, like the
This
three
will be like
of
a
them.
three-way split screen.
And then they'll just
Oh.
integrate, and then
Oh,
I
they'll
mean, I
morph
wonder how that's
together.
gonna play out,
I don't know,
That'd be
but
kinda
that's
cool.
that seems beautiful.
right?
And then Marlena gets possessed.
But and then
We
Kate
can't get enough.
and then Kate and
Yes.
Vivian slap each other and have an
Yes,
argument.
exactly right,
you
exactly
know,
right.
all the good things that happen in Salem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to and that was pretty much it with that storyline. There was just a lot.
It was a lot.
A lot.
Does
Yeah.
Eve
Marcy,
know
Marcy.
that Brady didn't drink it on purpose?
No, they got the toxicology report back, and the toxicology report said blood alcohol level was 0,
Right.
but there was a chemical.
drug. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
so then
she's
Eve's like,
tripping
well,
out
you were
on-
doing drugs,
Right.
you know? So
She just
no,
doesn't
she's not
wanna
off
like
it
'em.
yet.
She
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
she just don't
She's
want-
finding reasons.
She's
Yeah.
protecting her heart.
Well, no, she wants to give in. She just don't want to give in. But we gonna get to that in a second. Before we get into that,
Let's talk about something fun.
let's talk about
please.
something
fun,
fun.
Nice and
exciting.
More fun.
A little, you know.
Okay.
If you want to have some fun, we have a new podcast for you. It's called Conversations with our founder, the lovely Maria Menounos. And it's hosted by her and drops every Friday on iTunes. It's free, so you got nothing
What
to
is
lose
it,
by
Michael?
trying it.
You got
How
another?
much
Sorry?
is it? How much is
Free.
it? Oh.
It's
It's
free.
$0.
Free, $0.
Free
Like-
99.
Like Brady's blood alcohol content.
Yes.
Zero.
Zero. So this podcast features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life.
Yes, and she's so cute.
Yes.
Yes.
From health to wellness, career, relationships, finances, and more.
Meaning if you're in a bunker.
Meaning if you're in a
Yes.
bunker, you know.
She's got tips.
There you
Except
go.
I hope the Wi-Fi is good down there. So you can, you know. That was one.
Or how to prevent going into a food coma from pasta at CPK.
From CPK? Yeah.
Maybe
I'm sure she has
someone
an
slipped you
answer for that.
something,
I'm sure.
Yes.
Someone slipped.
Someone slipped him somewhere.
Miguel was
Yes,
there.
Miguel.
I gave in.
Or
Yes,
Steve.
you woke up
or
in
John, whoever was.
Old
Everyone's
Mexico.
poisoning everybody on that show.
Not New Mexico.
Anyway,
Old
Mexico.
Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos, again, for free.
For free.
Be sure to rate and comment the podcast, and when you do, tell them that we sent you.
Us,
Dishin
right.
Days.
As in
Don't tell them it was
Dishin
anyone
Days.
else. We sent you.
Dishin
We
Days.
did.
Dishin
That's
Days.
us.
Uh-huh.
We.
So check it out now on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey.
This live read brought to you by the kind folks of AfterBuzz TV. Now let's get into some more days. So, Gabby. Oh, Gabby. With the
Gabby.
eye.
With an
Gabby,
eye. With an eye.
I thought she was gonna get some friends there in prison, and then they
No.
beat her. Then that went down.
No, that was
Yeah.
quick. It escalated quickly.
It
Really?
did. Well, but here's the interesting thing on how they integrated her storyline with the was he a detective? Detective Raines.
Rains,
Right.
yeah.
Sergeant Raines, whatever.
They
Raines.
brought that back, yeah.
Yeah, and how like it was the girlfriend, and then the girlfriend like beat her up, and everybody was in on it and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I am watching Set It Off
Right,
2,
right.
Salem edition.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And and they kind of went over what happened between her and Raines. You guys remember Raines was the one that was actually over the whole counterfeiting, money laundering thing. We thought it was Abe, but Abe was just playing along in order
Right.
to find the real person, and it was Raines. And then Raines ended up capturing Gabby, and then that's when Eli shot Raines. And then he got in that big of trouble because it was putting Gabby in danger and blah, blah, blah. They went to jail. Well, we didn't know that Raines had a girlfriend that was in on it too. And she
Now we
was,
do.
Now we do.
Just
And
a
she
little
was,
bitter.
and homegirl was like, oh yeah, I know all about you. I was like, oh, okay. She researched the new
Okay.
inmates. I was like, she one of them chicks. Okay. It's like, who's coming in today?
Oh, I got your number.
Oh no, but she had it for a different reason. Then all them heifers
Yeah.
just jumped Gabby.
Phew.
Yeah. And then she laying in the infirmary.
But
I'd
they
be
didn't mess
so
up her braids,
scared.
though.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They did not mess up her braids.
They did not. She laid on that thing, bloodied and
Just-
all, with braids still intact.
I was like, wow.
yeah. But
They understand a good braid.
yeah, but they
The art and the braid.
they had
Jail
to,
braid.
they had to
It
take
doesn't
him out
move.
though. They had to
Yes.
take him out when she got into the infirmary. So that happened.
I'd be so scared if I were her.
She
Oh
needs
my
to stay in the
God.
infirmary.
She
Yeah,
does.
she used to be like, oh, I
That's
still
it.
hurt. It still
That's
hurt.
the safest.
Yeah. See, that's why I always tell people I'm too cute to go to jail. Because
Oh, okay.
I'll find the biggest person. Now I'm like, listen, you can have whatever you want as long as you protect me.
Well, that's good to know.
I'm just saying. But I'm just hoping I don't ever go there.
Silence.
Anywho.
So,
So and then Gabby found out everything that's happening with
Abigail.
Abigail,
But she's still in
impersonating
jail.
and all that. Yeah.
How
so
long is it gonna take?
I mean,
I mean I feel like they have to wrap this up pretty quickly. Now that everyone knows and they know it was
It'll probably be
it
the
was
next week or
Abigail
two.
and
What
stuff.
Week
Yeah.
or so.
this week.
This week? Well, because I think this week we are gonna find out what
Exactly what
actually
went down.
happened.
Went down.
Yeah.
With Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, that was a little water burp. Sorry, GloZell. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Just wipe it off. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Glove. And then speaking of, moving on from Gabby, you just brought up Eve and Brady.
Yeah.
And I'm going to include Sierra and Claire in this too because they were a part of the voting thing.
Oh,
Claire for once
Yeah.
did the right thing and
Do you think she's for real
said that
sorry?
she was behind
Isabella.
them.
Do you think she's for real sorry?
Who?
Claire.
No.
Sorry, no.
I think she might be.
No.
I don't buy it. Well, I
Do you
mean,
think
I guess
Sierra-
I don't know, because, if she wasn't sorry, I don't think she would have, on one hand, if she wasn't sorry, she wouldn't have gone and admitted to Eve that, it was
Brady,
just
yeah.
her. But on the other hand, I'm like, I don't really buy it because she's never been that, genuine. She's always been kind of bratty and selfish.
Everyone's telling Sierra, be the bigger person, be the bigger person. Do
And then
you
at the
really
end she
think she
was.
should be the bigger person?
No.
No.
I
But
don't
she,
think
but
so
I mean,
either.
I
Is
don't
that
think so.
just
But
being
at the end,
mean?
she
Who,
Am I
did.
being
Sierra?
mean girl by not wanting her to be the bigger person?
You're not being the mean girl, and I don't think she owes Claire anything.
I don't
No.
either.
But
No.
I mean, it is kind of like, oh, it did,
But
touch me
I
a little
like
bit
that they
she
brought-
was a bigger person.
I like that they brought Maggie
cheated.
in to kind of
Mediate.
yes.
You
and-
used to be best friends.
Yeah,
and I
but
know.
I think at this point we need that because they're both being petty labels and they need to like come together. And I like that.
But
See,
what cheated?
true, but like okay, so do you keep it going or do you somehow go all right? Let's just end it here. What's happened. It's all going to be fixed, and we'll ensure that you don't look like the bad person. So that your career can
'cause,
still flourish.
No, and the whole thing was trying to get the other guy to not like her. I mean, it was layered.
It was layered.
It wasn't just
intentional,
the
it was
contest.
manipulative.
Like if you do this, I mean, he just happened to leave his phone, and so no, you need to go down, stay down.
I like that they're just gonna
No.
that Maggie whispered.
I mean, I don't think
in
it's gonna
Sierra's
last long.
ear.
There'll be something else that'll come along that'll cause a rift.
Can't,
Just like
they can't just
like
be
last
best
time.
friends.
Maybe
They tried it once, it didn't work. They'll
Listen,
try it
it's
again.
It's not
and-
ever gonna
Well,
work.
just call me the peacemaker. I like that Maggie tried to come in and be the peacemaker between them gals because they are family.
Yeah,
we
well,
are a family.
there's
That's
something
all I
to be
can
said
say.
about that.
Amen to that. Amen.
So and yeah. So now we'll see. Eve,
I'll be the new face of
of Bella.
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 Yes.
Globella.
Globella.
I like it.
Globella.
I like
Yes.
it. I vote for that. Hashtag Globella.
Yeah.
And I do poor Brady. He's having to really convince Eve that he didn't drink, he didn't rig the contest, he does love
Right.
her. And I think now that everyone has kind of Claire came in and said, "Nope, I did
I
it.
trust him.
Brady didn't do it." The blood alcohol thing and Maggie coming in and like everyone like talking
She'll
to Eve and
believe
saying
him.
something. I think it's slowly building down that wall so that she can like go and.
But
Hurry
then
up, girl.
He might not want her because it's like, you know what? Why you trust me?
Yeah.
Well, when Teresa
was
comes
telling
back in
you.
Well,
town,
that's it. She's
Oh.
gonna capitulate. She's gonna open her heart for a half a second, and Teresa will blow in.
Hurricane
And then
Teresa.
They're gonna have to make. He's gonna make that decision. So, are you
Yeah.
team Eve or are
I'm
you
team Eve.
Teresa?
Like if we're talking about Brady and Eve or
Brady-
Brady and Teresa, I'm
yeah.
Brady and Eve. I don't know.
What do you think?
Honestly, I've never been a big fan of the Teresa character.
Oh.
As much as I love Jen
we
Lilly,
can still hear
like
you. Even though you're going
I
to
love the
just-
character. I was just never a team of Teresa and Eric.
okay.
I was never rooting for them.
So who are you with Brady? Eve. Glow.
I mean Eric. What I said, Eric. Brady.
Brady. Yeah.
Brady and Eve.
Yeah. Who do you like?
I want somebody else, but if I have to go with it,
well, who would be somebody else?
well, I don't. They got to come up with somebody else.
Like create a whole new character
Yeah,
for
somebody
Brady.
else, somebody fresh.
Okay.
For Teresa.
Yeah.
Well, no, for Brady.
Oh, for Brady.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you with that. Sometimes it's just nice to have, just like they had that one girl with Rafe, the Latin girl for a little bit of time.
yeah.
Like that was
She was
nice.
great.
Yes.
She was
Yeah.
great.
But I'm team Brady and Eve.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if it has to
Okay,
be.
good.
Yeah, if it
I
has to
think
be.
we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it is
What's
written.
our page? Sorry, I was looking at the chat room.
We're all in the
Brady and
same.
Eve.
Bring it back.
Brady and Eve.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay,
Yes.
yes.
All right, so and lastly, just really quick, Paul caught Kate up with that he does have info on Vivian and Leo. And then we also saw this week that Leo, still going after whatever the plan is with Vivian, was able to save the day with as Leo and Sunny was talking.
With Leo
Yeah,
and Sunny, like there is just like
there's something going. I thought they were gonna get together.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well,
every
well
time
he
they're
can't
together,
because he's
like,
assistant.
Well, and
But,
Greg
so-
Ricard has this charm about him that I
Yes.
haven't seen. Like when I watched him on YNR, he has this like suave charm where I'd
His
be
boyish charm.
like Sunny. Like I give Sunny credit because he's keeping it locked up.
Right.
I'd just be like, okay, let's
Okay.
go. Yeah, let's go.
But I love Kate's conversation with Paul. Okay, we need to continue this investigation, but you need to be more indiscreet.
Well,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Duh.
Keep it
I
on
was
the low.
laughing when she said that.
You can't be all in the streets talking
Yes.
about where is he? And you supposed to be inside private eye.
Yes.
You not good
On
at
the
being Nancy
down.
Drew. Because
No.
I would have been like, ain't nobody looking for you. Hey, boy, bye. I don't know.
Good old Kate.
Yes, but we'll see how this storyline goes because apparently there is a very strong attraction that Sunny
Yes.
has for Leo
Yes.
and Leo for Sunny. But I think Leo is a part of the plan, but I also think he's falling for Sunny.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes, he's falling for Sunny.
Yeah.
It's more
Yes.
complicated.
I just like that the little gay community is growing in Salem.
I was just like,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And the focus isn't on the fact that they're gay.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's just relationship.
It's
Right.
just they're one of everybody else.
Yeah.
and it's not just one. I'm like, oh, I think
Yeah.
this might start here too.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, Maxine's son comes in the mix. I keep trying to throw the writers a bone, like write in Maxine's son,
Oh, okay.
and that
I
be
see.
me, to come in and really,
Okay.
because
Shake,
I don't
You're
mind.
gonna make sure that the hair is not thirsty.
I don't mind. Oh my God, yes. Does it look thirsty?
No,
right
I just
now?
know we were talking about that, to
Yeah,
make sure that
I
it's-
know. Well, look, when I'm making days money, I
Right,
can afford the
okay.
right juices and berries.
Okay, I'll
know.
get a better weave too.
Okay, right now I'm just going to
Okay.
Sally Beauty Supply and just on a wing and a prayer.
Not even Namies, just Sally's.
I say
Okay.
friends.
Sally's Beauty Supply. That's it. All right. Well, that
All
has
right.
been your week of days.
Wow.
And now it's time for our segments, and we'll start with mine, which is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. All right. So, all right. See, I told you the bells and whistles are coming.
All
You just,
right.
honey, you just wait. You just wait. Before I do that, hey, Steve, did you get a video from Mark? Okay. Mark, I think, sent it off separately for the quote of the week. All right. Just so you can have that ready. And I'm going to keep doing my segment. So I have to give the 3 Snaps Award to
Bill Hayes.
Even though it was not this week.
I will
me too.
accept for him.
Not Bill Hayes. I'm sorry, not Bill Hayes. He wasn't on this week. He wasn't on this week.
Why? His wife was.
Was she?
No, she
This
wasn't.
week?
Yeah.
Last week. Last
In
week.
the bar with Chloe. Wasn't she? Talking
That
to
was last week?
That was last week?
That might have been.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. None of the
Okay.
Hayes were on this week. But I'm gonna have to give a snap each to the Bunker ladies, Kate,
Yes!
Vivian, and Marlena.
was good.
That was
That,
really good.
that
Match
scene
it,
was
match it.
amazing,
It was.
and I was snapping every which way during that whole time. Yes, I was. Yes, yes, yes. You didn't? Okay.
It was good. It was really good.
So that is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. All right. So now we're going into.
Yes.
I didn't quite hit the
I
note.
told you that there's so many bells and whistles to this thing.
So this week was actually, it always comes in Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
I start freaking out by Wednesday because I'm not inspired by anything fashion-wise on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
And then Thursday hits and Friday hits. I'm like, oh my God. So it was tough because Eve had that blue dress going on. Everyone was like, oh, maybe that'll be the pick. I loved Marlena's pink suit. That whole pink
Oh,
thing
yeah,
was
yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
But I'm giving it to Lauren. Lauren Coslow, Kate. I
always brings it though.
my
Yes, she does.
gosh.
Always looks good.
She
always
always
looks so good.
looks good.
This outfit was just perfect. After bunker, perfect. So,
After bunker
After
chic.
bunker.
After bunker chic.
Yes.
So let me see. We have floral jacket by Escada. I went on Nordstrom's website and sold out.
Wow.
But if we can see, oh well, let's talk about the blouse. So it's just a ruffle. This is
It's a
super
peasant
easy to find.
blouse,
It's
kinda.
a super ruffle silk blouse. This was also sold out, but this is something you can find easily.
I like how she
anywhere.
had the strings just hanging.
Yes,
though. Like,
it's kind of very boho-ish,
She's just-
right?
Just, in case you want to slip into something comfortable.
Exactly. And then I think there's another picture that emphasizes, yes, this jacket. Look at the back of the jacket. Look at the color in the, I just love this jacket so much.
Would you wear this jacket, Glo?
I would wear this
It's
jacket
gorgeous.
because I really like the style of Kate.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Because
She-
you can tone it down
With
or
the
you can pump
hair.
it up, and it's fantastic. This was also sold out
and age appropriate.
and age appropriate. Yeah.
But I feel like many people can wear
I think so
Right.
too.
or like
That's what
many
I'm saying.
ages.
Like it's not
Yeah.
ancient, but it's
You said
not like
ancient.
you're not
It's
trying
not
to
old
be
lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
but still she has the pop of color in her hair and the pop in, she just keeps it. I like her style
Yeah.
always.
Beautiful. So it goes to Kate, Lauren Coslow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay.
Excellent choice.
And that has been who comes up with these crazy things?
Oh, Tony.
And now it's time for Caption That.
Caption that. Caption that. Okay, so this week's photo is of the epic heard shore to shore eye roll of Melinda Trask.
Yes, she did.
I can't
Who
believe you caught
Laura
this moment. It's
Laura Kai can't remember her last name. The
Oh.
actress that plays Melinda Trask
Yes.
retweeted or reposted
Posted.
the photo. So thank you for that because I tagged her in it hoping she would. So thank you.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I told her to try to tune in today.
Yes.
But anyway, I love an epic eye roll,
I mean,
and she just like
she
you
must have
felt
gotten a
it.
headache
You
from that.
felt it.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
watched
because
it.
it was rolling.
Like her head must have been hurting.
Yeah.
So I made it photo of the week. She looks a little. Everyone was making
Possessed.
comments, and I was like, oh yeah, she looks a little possessed. However, this week's caption goes to Angel M. Young of Facebook, not of Facebook, but on Facebook. That's where she posted it, and it says, "You really think you're Hispanic? Really?"
Eye roll.
Because, and this goes
roll.
back to when the Gabby character, Gabby Gale, first came out and
Right.
mentioned that she was Hispanic,
Right.
and we're all like.
We all side eye. We was like, your ancestry DNA does not include
No.
Hispanic.
From Ireland, maybe?
Yeah, although I'm 10% Britain, I'm going to the wedding.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yes, all right.
Wait, so
Hashtag goals.
GloZell, if you could give a caption for this photo,
It was like, oh, no, girl. Oh, no, girl.
like Gabby said something, and she was like, oh.
Oh, no, girl. I mean, no.
And
hot
that
mess.
that has been. I ain't got no more.
You ain't got no more? Oh, no. Strike a pose.
Caption that.
Caption that.
And now it's time for.
DISHIN Days Fan of the Week.
That's always fun.
So, fan of the week. This is going to go to Sebastian Demira at Salem Stalker.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
from
it's a
Demira.
tweet. It's a tweet that was sent out. It says Vivian Alamain and Kate Demira hugging. This will go down in Days history. Iconic. I
Yes.
love it.
I love the fact
So
they
this
realized
gif-
they were like,
Yes.
Oh, gross.
get off me.
Yeah.
This GIF is absolutely priceless.
Oh.
Yeah. No, this is when they bust
Look at Marlene like, come on.
Like, what? Like, oh, when they bust through the.
Yeah,
through the brick wall.
Yeah.
When they think it's
Before
an
they
escape
know it's a
route.
brick
wall,
Before they know
yeah.
it's a brick wall. And she's trying to hug. Oh no, she's trying to hug Kate and just having nothing.
She's like,
Like, just stop touching me.
Ew.
So
Cooties.
thank you.
This
Thank
week
you
was
for
full
this
of
moment.
gifable moments.
It
Oh
was.
my gosh.
Just
a good
in the
one.
bunker
That's a good
alone.
one.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Sebastian Demira at Salem
Thanks,
Stalker for being
Sebastian.
fan of the
I like
week.
that name.
Yes.
Sebastian.
And
Yes.
if you guys have. Oh.
DISHIN Days Fan of the Week.
And if you guys have any favorite gifts of the week, make sure you tweet us so that way
tweet,
maybe
please.
we'll start a new segment. All right, and now it's time for some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so last week we weren't here because we were at the Daytime Emmys,
my
which
living
we
word.
had such an amazing time.
Yes.
I
I wasn't there. What am I talking about?
well,
I wasn't either.
well,
Fine.
well,
Funny.
you were at the Creative Emmys at least.
I was. Yeah.
But
Bill Hayes
Bill
Bill
and Susan Hayes
Susan.
won the
Bill
Lifetime Achievement Award.
It's like, no.
so proud of Bill.
And Susan.
Yes, Michael, you want to give a recap of
Yes.
the other?
Well, for
winners?
anyone that didn't hear, I'm sure it's been a week, so everyone heard. But
Yeah.
in case you didn't, Days was the top winner at the Daytime Emmys. They
so
won,
crazy.
not even, they won for Best Show, Outstanding
Mm-hmm.
Drama Series. James Reynolds, for the first time, won Lead Actor. He's been playing Abe for like 30.
100.
Yes.
At least 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he finally got his award.
I mean-
Greg Vaughn got an award for
so
supporting
deserved.
actor.
That's
Gosh.
good. That's really good.
And then
Hayes.
behind the scenes, the writing team and directing team also got
Yes.
trophies. And
Bill Hayes.
Mr. GloZell, Bill Hayes, and Susan Hayes took home their Lifetime Achievement Award last week. So it was a great year for Days at the Emmys.
It was.
It
And
really
drags
was.
congrats for everybody.
Yeah.
To everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that was a time that people thought that soaps were going away.
Yeah.
And so this is always like, yes. they're
Yes.
here to
Well, I
stay,
remember
Days.
back. I remember
Yes.
back in the '90s, Days was always snubbed. Like Eileen
Uh-huh.
Davidson lost her Emmy when she first playing Susan, Kristen, all those crazy characters.
Yeah.
And it was just like Days would never get any nominations.
Days was like the Susan Lucci of
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause we're
And so it's
little-
nice to see that they're finally being appreciated.
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
interesting. We had a really special moment at the end of the night. We were in the valet outside, and we ran into Missy Reeves.
Yes.
And she came over to us, and she was shell shocked.
Yeah.
She says the entire cast, the show, we are shell shocked. We were
Yeah.
not expecting
Right.
any of this.
No.
Obviously, so deserved.
Yeah.
We were so
Yeah.
thankful.
They're very
Yeah.
thankful.
But
yes.
she was just
This
so
year was-
grateful and
yeah.
so thankful.
I know
It was
that Bill
amazing.
Hayes is really thankful, and I was talking.
You're
to
as
him
bad
today.
about Bill Hayes as Mark
And-
is about Billy
Billy,
Flynn.
yes.
Oh my lord.
Yes.
His head of hair.
They were just so thankful.
Bill's head of hair is just crazy.
And he sings, and he's just amazing. I love him.
Very talented man, and always
Yes.
very like when I go to the fan events and meet them, they're always so like
yes.
like
Yeah.
always a smile on their face, always so
Bill
cordial
is,
and
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you weren't at the actual Daytime Emmys with us.
Why you keep throwing it in his face? You
Well,
weren't there.
I threw it in my own
my-
face first, to
You
be,
did.
you know.
but Tammy, I, Mark, and James Lott Jr. We were there, and
Awesome.
I think we had a blast. It was a long day.
It was
I was
a
gonna say,
whirlwind.
you guys
we
were there
had-
all day.
Yeah, we had a blast, and especially
incredible.
when we went to the press room and we were able to see the cast after they won. And Tammy got a great moment of them coming back after the Emmy win, starting with Ken Corday and then the cast. And
Having
Wow.
him be the first one
Yeah.
out the gate was just magical.
and we were able to
Oh my
congratulate
gosh.
them and everything. It was
Yes.
just, it was great. It was great that,
Ooh,
you
got
know, we
goosebumps.
had that like interaction. We had that interaction with Bill Hayes.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh, that's so funny you mentioned him because he is amazing. I love him. He wrote the song Davy Crockett, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm just
Yes,
throwing that out
so
there.
talented.
I know all the
So
fun
talented.
Facts. Yes, he's cute.
So, and if you guys missed any of our Daytime Emmy coverage, make sure you hop on over to AfterBuzz TV's Red Carpets and Junkets, and
Amazing
you'll see
interviews.
all of our
Oh
interviews
my gosh.
posted there. Oh,
So-
can I talk about one of my favorite moments? It's not, well, there's two.
Okay.
One is days related, one is not days related.
Okay.
So I'll do the days non-related first. So I'm a huge fan of The Real.
Oh.
And I've been to the show enough to where the girls recognize me.
Recognize it,
Yeah. And so I tried to get an interview, but they were being rushed off. But I had this great moment with Tamara, and
So kind.
she like gave me a hug, and she was like, "I'm proud of you. I've seen some of your clips, and I'm proud of you. Keep it up." And I was just, and thankfully Tammy was rolling the camera. Because she thought I was going to get an interview, and so I now have that little clip
Aw.
That's so
of
sweet.
her
Something
saying
you
that.
can keep playing
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
day to keep
Yes.
you motivated
It's
and
Yes.
nice when
inspired.
people are kind, you know,
Yes.
because, you know, some people you run into and they stink.
And they just
Yeah.
main.
Main.
Right, so that is great.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Then this moment happened, which was amazing.
Bill came up to you?
He did. But this moment. So Eileen Davidson had won her Emmy and she had came backstage, and her and James Reynolds had ran into each other, and they was like old friends, and they chatted, they hugged, they took a picture together. I got a picture, but unfortunately Eileen's eyes were closed, so I didn't want to post it. But then right after that, I looked at her and I said, "Congratulations, Eileen." And she looked right at me and said, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And I was just like, Kristen DeMera, Susan Banks said, "Thank you" to me. I've always been such a huge fan of Eileen as Kristen.
She's great.
So-
She's amazing.
That
so
was
good.
that was a great moment for me to be able to have that interaction with her.
That was fantastic.
I love
That
that.
is amazing.
I love that. I love that.
She's good. She's really good. And so is Bill.
She's good, and if you've ever like talked to her, she's really like down to earth. She's not
Yeah.
like these
Even
high
the Real
ego
Housewives, she's down
people.
to earth.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Like,
she's the
that's
whole
really
reason,
her. Like on Real Housewives,
like-
that's her.
that's her.
Yeah. Whole
She
reason
keeps
why
it
I
real.
started watching the Beverly Hills
Yeah.
cast again was
That's
because
why
Eileen
it's
was back on. Yeah. So congratulations to the cast of Days.
of Our Lives.
Good year for them.
It was a great night, and I'm
it's
just
so
glad that we were
special
there.
Being there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are a
Granted, we
part
were
of
the
it.
daytime Emmys,
Yes.
but it was days. I think I
Yes.
screamed when they got the award. We were just
Yeah.
when they said days. I think I screamed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Yes.
I'm proud of you guys.
Bill Hayes.
Bill
Bill Hayes.
Yes, I love him.
And a couple of reminders, if you guys would like to meet your favorite cast members of Days of Our Lives and you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, you can do so by attending the Stargazer event hosted by me. I know, right? I got a gig, girl. You can also join Eric Martzoff, Brian DeTillo, Marcy Miller, Billy Flynn, and Galen Gehring. If you would like to attend, make sure you visit stargazerevent.org and get your tickets today. It will happen on the weekend of June 30th. You definitely don't want to miss it.
Excellent. Sounds like fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Fun.
Soap, have you ever been to a soap event?
No.
We'll have to get you to go to one. I got you, GloZell.
You got me.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I can't fly you to Charlotte, but when it's
No,
here,
no, when it's here,
when it's here, I
and
got
I'm
you.
interested in meeting Brady because I used to be a huge fan of Passions also.
Oh, really? Oh, Eric Martzoff?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
What else we got, Michael?
If you're a fan of Gabby, Camilla Banus revealed that she has not resigned.
Yes.
As she accidentally typed on Twitter and got,
Ouch.
not heat for it, but I think misunderstood. So
Yeah.
she has re-signed with the show for another year. So Gabby is not going anywhere,
Yay.
and we're a fan of hers
Nowhere.
here. She's a
No.
friend of ours, so
But
we're
Gabby
happy.
with the Y.
Gabby with an I.
Oh, Gabby with the I.
The
Yeah, yeah.
real
Oh,
Gabby
the real
Hernandez.
Gabby, the ones
The real Gabby Hernandez.
The real Gabby Hernandez.
The one that's beat
The one that
up.
got jacked up in
Okay.
jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that
Yeah.
got set it off. In
So we're
jail.
happy to hear that because I
Yes.
like Camila. She's a sweet
Yes.
girl.
Yes. And make sure you tune into Kevin Spiritus.
Oh yeah, Kevin Spiritus' new new web series After Forever has launched on Amazon. It's included with anyone that has your Amazon Prime membership. So go check it out.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is news.
Yes. And that's been your news and gossip. And that's our show.
It's been a
That's
very
it.
good show.
That's it. That's it. GloZell, how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm like, I love this family here. I love talking about Days.
Yes.
It's
Well,
fun,
I really
right?
love
Yeah.
talking about Bill, who happens to be a part of Days. I've been watching
He is
it
Days.
since I was little, so it's very exciting
Yeah.
to know that it's here and it's getting recognized. I know what people
Yeah.
really know and love and passionate about the show, so that's great.
And
know-
unlike people, like I hear people say, "Oh, soaps are so irrelevant. They're so irrelevant," and I'm like, "That's just a buzzword. There's still a market for them."
Yes,
Yes.
they're hardcore fans.
As
I mean,
Camila
you
says,
You did
Camila
this.
even
Yeah.
says she's lucky to be a part of a thriving medium that has many, many viewers.
And some
Yes.
people are trying to be a part of that medium.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Maxine Sun. Let's make this happen, people. Let's make this happen. Been trying to make this happen for about 3 years now. Let's make this happen. I haven't given up hope yet.
Hope.
All right. Hope Brady.
Hope Brady.
Or Black Hope, as James Lott Jr. has deemed himself. All right.
He has really never met Christian Alfonso.
He has not met Christian Alfonso, and he still
Really?
didn't meet Christian
No.
Alfonso because she didn't come to the daytime Emmys. But
What?
we are hoping that it happens. We're hoping that
never
it
too
happens.
late.
Gotta happen.
Never too late. Before we head out and wrap up, Michael, let the kind folks know where they can find you on the social
You
media.
can find me on the social medias at Instagram ML Mattis and Twitter ML Mattis1.
And you can find me on Twitter at Tami Goveia and Facebook and Insta, Tami Goveia Official.
Wow, you can
Official.
I'm official.
You are official.
Official. GloZell, where can they find
GloZell,
you?
you can find me on YouTube, GloZell 1.
Bill Hayes' house.
Yeah, Bill Hayes' house. That's right. YouTube, GloZell 1, Instagram, GloZell, Twitter, GloZell, and Facebook, GloZell. So there you go, GloZell.
GloZell, all across the board.
All across the board.
And of course, you can find Dishin Days on Instagram and Facebook, Dishin Days, and on Twitter, _Dishin Days, the ad is implied. And you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week
Thanks,
for another
guys.
recap.
See you next
Bye.
Bye, Bill. Congratulations.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.